there's a rumor that the R in the new Titleist TSR drivers is for refined, I don't think so. I am much more confident that it stands for rocket. I'm here with Aaron Young. I'm Ken Morton with MortonGolfSales.com and Hagen Oaks, and we're here talking about the new Titleist TSR titanium drivers. There's 3 of them, and I can tell you that we haven't been excited about this kind of launch in a really long time. Let's start with the new TSR2 driver, and Aaron, give us kind of a little lowdown on it.
So when we think of all 3 drivers, we're going to think about faster ball speeds, longer off the tee because of those fast ball speeds, more aerodynamic, and straighter. So your misses, you're going to miss it straighter than you normally would with a competitive driver. So if we start with the 2, we'll start with our most forgiving driver, meaning this is for a golfer like myself, where you hit it all over the face. We have new aerodynamics. We actually have a gentleman working for us with Titleist who's designed this woods to make it more aerodynamic. He has patents on Boeing jet airplanes, so his specialty is aerodynamics, and when you compare this to the predecessor, the TSI, it's going to be more aerodynamic, so you're going to swing it faster without really doing anything. And then secondly, ball speed. We have a new face pattern, and this face pattern across the face, we've seen ball speeds jump 3 or 4 miles an hour depending on the
That's
golfer.
Significant. I mean, that's a good 8, 10, 12 yards for the average golfer.
Exactly. And then finally, it's the miss. You do a lot of fitting at Hagen Oaks off launch monitors, and what we're looking for is a tighter grouping. So what does your bad shot do? We all know that the good ones feel great, but what do the bad ones do? You usually hit 14 drivers during a round. What do the bad ones do? And that's really impressive with the new TSR driver.
So I know 3 different drivers and kind of 3 different customers that they're targeting. Obviously the 2 is for the lion's share of the golfers out there, right?
Exactly, but it's still played on tour. So if you're a golfer who's a 15 or even a 6, this is right in your wheelhouse.
Of all the woods, this is going to have the highest MOI and be the most forgiving of any of them, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, and then if you're a more, maybe a single digit or a low teens golfer and want to work the ball a little bit more, that's where you would jump into the 3, right?
Exactly. So this is the #1 SKU on the PGA Tour. TSR3 is made for the golfer who can find the middle of the face more often than, say, the TSR2. 3 has a lot of workability and adjustability. You can adjust center of gravity, so when you find center of gravity and hit location, you're going to get more ball speed. Very fast face. But for someone probably who hits the center of the face more often, and they're going to see the benefit of that versus someone in the TSR2 who would hit it all over the face.
Okay, and then the last one in this grouping is the spin killer. It's the TSR4, right?
So the 4 is a little bit smaller, and by moving weight forward, you're going to see lower spin, quite a bit lower spin than the other 2 drivers. So if you're a high spin player and looking to bring down your spin, TSR4 is the way to go.
Okay, and conspicuous by its absence is the 1. Likely to see a replacement for it in the springtime, right?
Absolutely.
So that's for the golfer who is needing a little extra club head speed. It's a little lighter weight, a little higher launch, a little higher spinning. We will see that in a few months, correctly?
Absolutely.
Okay, and we talked lots about the heads of the golf clubs. I know there's a shaft story. Titleist is really unique in that it has a lot of different stock shafts that are available. Maybe just touch upon a couple of those.
Yeah, so there's 4 new shafts for the TSR drivers. There's a 50-gram shaft that's the hazardous red. Then there's a 55 version of the new X-Link Tensei blue and a 60 version of the hazardous black. It's in its 4th generation, and then there's a Tensei black for your high swing and you want a little bit lower spin. So those 4 options come stock with all 3 drivers.
And that's what's really beautiful about these Titleist drivers is that with those 4 different shafts, 3 different heads, you've got all kinds of different hosel configurations. The ability to dial it to the customer's specific needs and flight patterns and spin. I mean, we can get so much more detailed than we were maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, and it's really important to come see a fitter because of the hosel configurations that we have, and as you said, all 4 shafts. They can dial you in and find the best driver, head, shaft combination for your game.
Okay, so he said it best, be fit. That's really the best way to find the best Titleist driver for you. You can come and try all of these drivers free of charge at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, or schedule a fitting there by calling 916-808-2531, or you can reach out to us at mortongolfsales.com at 888-988-FORE, and they can give you all the details on exactly what you need right there as well. If you like this content and you want to see more of it, please subscribe. You can watch more of our videos, and in the meantime, we'll see you out on the fairways.